And some things that you think are working are hard to let go. You know, you're like, man, I thought that was cool. I saw myself as okay and pretty decent, but I realized I was horrible at social media.
One phone call away. I like it, brother.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you for joining us on our Family First Life Tri-State Serve the People podcast. We appreciate you tuning in, spending your time to develop and grow with us. Follow us, please, on all our social media platforms at Family First Life Tri-State or FFL Tri-State. We love you. Keep listening, and I hope this information is serving you across the country.
All right, everybody. Thank you for jumping on with us for our Family First Life Tri-State Trends podcast. I got my man Quinton Edge with me, Vice President of FFL Time, and just crushing it. Elite producer on his way up and up and up. Got a good chance to spend some time with you over the last couple months, and I'm excited about the things you got going on, man. But before I get into any of that, how are you?
Man, I'm good. Sunny Florida. Sunny Florida. So we seem to be getting the same type of weather. So.
I know, right? That I was talking.
You must be doing good too.
I was talking to Wetmore last night, and he was at the baseball diamond. I mean, at the football field. I was same thing. And I was like, it's like 95 degrees. He goes, we got the same thing. I said, yours is probably hotter than mine, because he's in Atlanta. But I'm like, yeah, it's hot, dude, to be out here in the heat in August. But so whenever you talk about your temperatures and mine, it's not quite the same, but I'm with you. But yeah, man, good things are happening. I know that you have been, smashing the numbers on the personal production and growing on the team side, but kind of walk us down, some of the things that you're seeing right now for FFL Time.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you having me on, Mark. It means a lot. I've been watching you guys for the past years, and just to be on this call. But regardless of what we have on the team side, it's always an exciting journey to be on. I'm starting just to learn to enjoy the journey just a little bit more. But I mean, we have people hitting new levels. We have extra logo coming. It should definitely be coming next month. And FFL Opulence has just taken flight within June. So really, really exciting things cooking. People getting motivated, and we implemented a few additional things that kind of start helping us this month out. So we're looking forward to seeing how those implementations take hold to the team.
Okay, nice. Love it. Now, obviously, if you got people breaking levels, things are happening. What are some things that you're doing from a recruiting standpoint, an onboarding standpoint, and then empowering your team standpoint?
Mainly from a recruiting standpoint, Mark, we're just looking to get more people who are dedicated and committed to hitting their goals that they have personally. So, I mean, basically from the recruiting standpoint, we're taking advantage of social media from all avenues. Had a few additional leaders on the team kind of buy in to making that effort and making that happen. So, that's one of the main facets of the business that we are doing and implementing as far as from a social media aspect and standpoint, really hitting that hard and hitting that heavy, because we find a lot of quality people who are hungry and really looking for opportunities that if they are licensed or non-licensed, which is, in some case, it helps even more if they're licensed already. But we've had a really good quality people come off of social media. So that's one real main focal point.
No doubt. And I've seen you take jumps on social. I've seen you intently putting out content and trying to make things happen. Can for the person that's trying to start recruiting on social media, can you walk them through some of the things you're doing, some of the changes you've made? Sometimes promoting on social media is a face-to-face conversation with yourself. You in the mirror. Can you walk people through that journey for you and some of the things that are working right now on social?
Right. I mean, well, yeah, that's a good point that you made. I mean, because you do a lot of things that you think are working, you think are cool, and then you see someone who's actually doing it the right way, and you see people taking hold and being attracted to just what that person is displaying as far as the help they can provide. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to humbling yourself and asking the people who are actually doing good at social media. I saw myself as okay and pretty decent, but I realized I was horrible at social media. So, we have a few leaders on the team within Tri-State FFL in general. And I'm just messaging people who are doing well, who are, finding and attracting a lot of people. I'm asking them like, hey, what's going well, what's working and what's not working. And some things that you think are working are hard to let go. You're like, man, I thought that was cool. Like,
some things you think are hard to let go.
Yeah.
That was a really profound statement. There's a lot more to it than what it sounds like. That's why we laugh so hard. Can you get under the mat there a little bit? I think some people need to hear this.
Right. Well, from what I thought was good, what I was doing well on social media was posting, more about, just myself, maybe posting a picture of this or posting a picture of that. But, really, at the end of the day, when you see someone having success with something and they're posting something about their team and they're posting something about, maybe they do a quick reel, but that reel has quick points. Hey, I can help you with this. We offer this. We offer, this comp, and we represent this many number of carriers, for example, right? Mm-hmm. That's more effective than just putting something out that's not as direct and not giving people those buy-in nuggets, because what one person may think is an attractive trait and buy into, the majority may not. Mm-hmm. And when it comes down to social media recruiting, it's not about what you like. It's about what the majority is attracted to and what they see value in as far as in this field. So it's been hard. It's been hard to let some of that stuff go. You got bad habits, and, I had a lot of bad habits on social media, just trying to clean it up, get it more refined, and just follow the beaten path, because there's a yellow brick road to success for that, for sure.
No doubt. So walk us down the beaten path, the things that are working,
right? The
things that you're doing that are creating success and actually bringing agents to you online.
Gotcha. Well, the Reels has helped me out tremendously. I'm getting a lot of insight and a lot of people viewing my page based on the Reels, and therefore they click on. If you have a link in your bio, that helps out a lot, because you'll find that people are clicking on your link inside of your profile from interacting with your Reel that you made. So you have to find something that's attractive. And I've been able to just sort of implement some Reels, maybe with me working out in the gym, and I put in the bottom like, hey, you get work from home accessibility. You can go to the gym, help protect 3 families earlier today. Now I hit the gym, and now I'm going back to help a few more families. Just things like that, allowing people to understand that, hey, you don't just have to be tied to just driving around all day. If you love being out on the road, great. I have people who love being out on the road, but if you want to work from home, if you have kids, just something that is, it has a lot of utility. And I think when you show the utility that this career and this path can provide, as far as working with us at Family First Life here, that I think it's attractive to a lot more people, rather than just doing something very specific that's only for a small group of individuals.
That's great. Right? That's really good. Are you using?
That's kind of the main thing. The Reels have been huge. The Reels are like Instagram's baby. So mainly on Instagram. That's what I'm doing there.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Are you DMing at all on Instagram?
I am. Yeah.
What does that look like? What's your thought process? How are you targeting? What are you doing to find your candidates?
Right. I have a team who helps out with the direct messages, but I do find a bit more traction with direct messaging myself. So if someone views my story, for instance, Mark, I see someone view my story, I'll look at who viewed it. Okay. You'll have X number of people who viewed your story. You can see if you see that person is in the field or they're not in the field and they viewed your story and they don't know you and they don't know anybody you know. Obviously, this person has been attracted and drawn to your page. Mm-hmm. So in that case, I'll reach out to that person and say, hey, what is it that, hey, I see that you're in this industry. Or I see you're doing some blue collar work. It looks like you're in the blue collar industry. What about this? Does something attract you about this industry? Have you ever thought about doing life insurance? And, you'll be surprised at some of the responses you get. Huh. You'll get a lot of people sometimes who've been viewing videos for months.
Huh. Yeah. Now this is on the stories or the Reels? The views.
Both, actually.
Yeah.
Both. So you can see who viewed your reel and you can see who viewed your story. So it's kind of it does get meticulous to do it yourself if you're running at a high clip.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's worth doing it and fishing out those hidden gems. No pun intended, to make sure that make sure you get those quality people.
No doubt. Cool. Makes sense. Now, obviously, you're crushing it from a personal production standpoint. You know, what is your mindset towards production? What is your mindset towards lead purchasing? And what is your mindset towards being a top producer every single month?
Must, to be simply put, Mark. You know, it's like, you know, I have to be somewhere around the top. When you look around the top, you have to see my name. Not only one, because I'm extremely competitive myself, but two, it's because, you know, at the end of the day, I want the people who decide to partner with me to have confidence in knowing, hey, I have someone who's out here doing it, whether it's in the field, whether it's telesales. This individual can help me in all aspects of the business and offer me some quality of training and you know, again, beaten path to kind of follow behind. So that's my mindset. I got to be up there. I have to hit Hall of Fame. I don't see why I wouldn't do it. Regardless of how big my team gets, I guess there's a point, Mark, you know me more than I know, but you don't want to go into, you don't go into field, you don't sell at some point, but I don't see it happening for quite some time, just based on what it represents to the new partners and the teammates who partner with you.
What does it represent?
It represents just having confidence in who you're in business with, right? When I think about, you know, Wayne Carr, you know, Luke Bohach, you know, anyone who's been in the business, Matt Smith, yourself, Mark, it's kind of like knowing that I have you guys on my side. And I mean, Sean, Mike, let's start at the top there. I mean, you guys are so loads of insurance. So I have confidence, kind of like what Paul McLean kind of refers to a lot when he says, you know, if you're walking through an alley, you feel like you got Navy SEALs with you, you know, you go maybe, you know, antagonize something. I'm not going to start nothing, but I know if something does happen, I'm squared away and I'm good because I got, you know, it's a phone call away and I can get that help when I need it. So, man, it represents a lot having that confidence, right?
One phone call away. I like it, brother. Yeah. I like it. Well, listen, man. Tell us what your goals are between now and the end of the year.
Goals between now and the end of the year. The goal is to hit minimum EVP by the end of the year. You know, be at 500 families a month. We have the traction to do it, and we have a new team. We have a team implementing a little bit more telesales. So give a little bit people more structure who aren't kind of as consistent or kind of maybe concerned about consistency and going out in the field. It just gives our team just a lot more ability to be able to help families and pivot. And I've actually just committed to doing full telesales myself and virtual, you know, whatever the client needs for any aspect. And it's been working out wonders. So I definitely think we'll hit the EVP and, you know, Hall of Fame. I should be in and around 500 or 600 families helped by the end of the year. So that's kind of the main goal, to be at that same scale at the end of the year myself on a personal side, as a team, you know, 500 families. So that's kind of the goal.
Makes sense to me, my man. And looking forward to seeing it and watching it happen with Tri-State Trending with my man Quinton Edge. Appreciate your time, buddy. Thanks for sharing with us.
Hey, Mark, man, really appreciate you for having me.
Oh, man. Keep listening, guys. Keep helping us. Keep sharing. We love your support. God bless. Thanks, Quinton.